Let me introduce you to Skateboard Dave, an absolutely quality angler that's shown me an awful lot in the small streams in and around Warwickshire, Leicestershire, and Northampton. We've also done a lot of sea fishing together. This is the first feature I did when I was a magazine editor. We took Charles Jardine out to catch carp on the fly. David blitzed this way before anybody else, and pretty much any other core fish that you could think of. But yeah, he got Charles's first carp on the fly and didn't half put a smile on his face. But I've fished with Dave on and off ever since then, catching everything from tiny little things like gudgeon, how many people can say they've caught those in the fly, right through to saltwater species. And I love this photo. Look at his face. That sums the boy up. He really has got a childish enthusiasm for fly fishing, which I find infectious. We've fished everywhere. Like I say, saltwater, rivers, lakes, canals, you name it. If there's fish to be caught, he'll come up with a pattern, a method, or a technique in order to catch them. And that's what I like about Dave. He's quite happy going away and doing his own thing. He doesn't really follow the crowd. He's more of a trendsetter than anything else. This is up on the Derwent with Grayling. But he comes up with fly patterns and ways of catching these fish that sort of blows your mind. There you go. There's a lovely brownie by Davy Boy. Like I say, he catches fish everywhere, but we had a day on a small stream. Just a tiny little overgrown stream. Our tactics were soft rods and streamers. That's my setup. It's an Infiniat with a 3-weight line, 10-footer, and that's the flies I use. Not too big actually, quite small. I've got some bigger ones in there, but mostly small stuff is what I tend to use. And Dave's the same. Dave comes up with patterns that will catch trout, perch, and roach, which you'll see in this. You see the fly, Dave?
Where do you want it?
Keep your hands still.
Oh. Oi. That's a boat wire I've got on there, isn't
Lovely. Strange wee fish, isn't it? Fly even. So we're bow and arrow casting just into literally nothing. It's a tiny little bit of river. But you notice he doesn't cast and cast and cast. He works his flies. You notice he's got plenty cover for the bankside vegetation. And he'll get 2 or 3 casts in one area, even though it's tiny. These fish are not used to getting fished for, so if they're there, they'll tolerate anybody around the bankside. Dave's rod, you'll probably notice, is massively long. It's not a fly rod, it's a tuck rod. It's actually for fishing bait, but that extra length allows him to bow and arrow cast in places that other people wouldn't get to. Notice there's a little bit of tip of his line out there, so that's his indicator. Then just hold him up. Here's one that he did get. Notice his net, an extendable net. This is the usual stamp of fish that we get in there. Awesome. Love the little brownie. Awesome, Dave. There's another one. Dave's crazy fly. Look at the size of the river. Couldn't have caught a river, really, could he? It's so small. When you're ready, buddy. Another one. Nice one. Nice one. But you can see he just takes these little streams apart. His skill level is quite phenomenal. He misses one here. Watch this. Watch that line tighten. Yep. Oh, Dave. They're so fast.
That was really fast, wasn't it?
I think you might get another shot.
That's the same one, I think.
I think it's the same one as well, mate. It's just rolled up.
He deserves to get away.
Great cast.
He deserves to get away. He can hit us 3 times like that. Hollow mouth? What's going on? I can't believe how he...
See where he gets his cast. Look how close in that is. Look how he's retrieving with his line. Yep. There you go. All that cover and vegetation, he still managed to get a fly in. Well done. Right under a tree root, which is their usual roach modus operandum. Lovely wee roach.
Oh, that's my favourite fish of the day. Roach are all but extinct in here. Get in.
Keep your hands. Oh, you're alright. Keep your hands still. I'll tell you when.
Whoa,
That's alright. Get them back, Dave.
25 fish just went up there.
Look how small the river is. It's just tiny. Hardly any flow this year as well. But still, the trout are there.
Well, is it? You know what I mean?
This is Dave walking down a faster run. That bend. I actually fished that bend. You'll see my fly in a minute. There's a little brownie. A tiny little streamer. Quick photo. Get him back. Dave gets one here as well. And this is another thing. If you have a look, he breaks his rod down. Because the trees, the river's so overgrown, he'll break his rod down in order to land a fish. How about that? How many people would do that?
A little bit better, but still a diddler, isn't it?
Always thinking. Let me get one arm going back in the water with thinking it's
a bit better.
Let me get a bit closer, Dave. That fly was a real winner for him on the day. Bit rubber legs, red bead. Here's your body. When you're ready. Too dark for me to see there. Just a quality outfit, this boy. Fit as a fiddle as well. He's older than me and I'm old. And he's constantly running, skateboarding, bell running, you name it. Dave's doing it to keep fit. And that's what lets him fish these tiny streams all the time. Makes him so good at it. There's another little brownie to my fly. Sneaked in there before Dave did. Did well there. I just thought I'd show you this because it shows you what we're fishing in. Look how high the nettles are. Come on, son.
Come on, give me a fish.
Come on. Hence the massively long rod. And you'll notice we're targeting the detritus that's up against the tree. That's key with this stuff.
Really? Quite sure that was going to go in.
Didn't get many opportunities. 2 or 3 dinks in the same area. You can move upriver because it won't spook, but in the same area usually they'll hit it straight away. We moved up to another bit.
Oh, go on, boy.
There you go. Different tree route, same scenario. This time the result was a bit better.
Swinging in, Steve, isn't that?
Another little brownie. As to be said, when there's more flow in there, we do catch bigger browns. You'll see it at the end just how big they get. For such a small stream, it's quite incredible. I took this because look what he's traipsing through. This is standard for us as soon as it comes to sort of May time. And again, this is giving you an idea of the width of the river. You can't really call it a river, it's so small. But he's found all this out. He's basically went off the beaten track, found all these little bits of rivers that nobody bothers about, and it's amazing the amount of trout he finds. There you go, look at that. And look at the size of that river. Granted, it's not a big fish, but we're catching. We're constantly catching. We're always catching. And they're not all that size. We do get bigger fish. Like this one. Lovely wee brownie. Just to show you, this same river last year, and there was a bit of flow in it. Some of the bigger fish stay there. Yep. There you go. My pal Skateboard Dave. Picture class. And there's the size of fish that can be caught when the river's right. Hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to my channel.